Can you guys can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So my phone was a problem. This was you were not hearing me. All right. Yeah, but can hear you clearly. Yeah, I'm Gallo. I was on Discord. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, boy.
Alright, good evening folks and welcome out to our inaugural CSRO Invitational, and we've got the Brazilians in town, ladies and gentlemen. They've challenged us here at Assetto Corsa Competizione, and I've got on the line a very good friend since this entire thing has started, Gregory. Gregory, kindly introduce yourself.
I'm Gregory. I'm part of the Brazilian team BROT or BROT, and I'm a Brazilian commentator now to talk about his race.
All right, thanks a lot for that one. So tell us about your team and tell us about your sim racing guys.
Yeah. BROT is basically we family, as I can say. Our team is basically a big family who have a lot of team racers together fighting for the victory. And basically, we want to represent Brazil in all the world and be the image of a Brazilian team who can fight for the victory and win severe championships. And I think that guys will win, to be honest. But let's see the results and see if we'll be true.
Most definitely, and we're up for the challenge as qualifying
Green light. Go.
goes live here now. You'll see some of the guys coming out. Oh, just dip the camera down there. Who is this coming out first and foremost out of pit lane? Ready for the fight here. I think this is going to be Nikolai Gibbons. It's Matthew Titus actually, and he's eager to get it going. Followed by, I think this one is a Brazilian. It's Rodriguez. M. Rodriguez, who is that? Oh, we gotta look at them just lining up here now. It's gonna get exciting, Gregory.
is a sick lover, to be honest. It's a very good combination for to be talk about of colors and style. And to be honest, excellent choice of car. Let's see that monstrosity will win.
All right, we're gonna ask the
Also, we
viewers
have,
if they can hear us over the sound of the cars just before we continue on with the qualifying here. It's a
yeah.
full grid today here, Gregory. I'm very excited to get these guys going.
Also, I can hear a very interesting combination of cars. Like some guys got with McLaren, not some got with BMWs, and some Astons. To be honest, is can we say a GT festival with a lot of shapes, forms, and countries.
Most definitely, indeed. As we've got still a few guys left here in pit lane, but we're going to capture Matthew Titus as he comes around here now to get going. Matt ahead of the field here, Gregory. Of course, we're not going to see any relative numbers at the moment on the timing chart, but of course, you got to get these cars warmed up and going here around Misano. We're in Italy, ladies and gentlemen. We're back at Misano. If you remembered, in our first couple of GT3 races here at CSRO, Misano was one of them that proved quite challenging for the guys last year, well actually earlier this year, and I'm pretty sure it's going to dish out some more fun here for us today, Gregory.
Yeah, I would like to say a thing about Misano. Just remember for our persons who don't remember, Misano is composed by the first corner after the line, who will guide for Variante de Parco, who will have a straight line for Rio. And after the five and six lines, we'll have the Quercia, 9, the guiding to Tramonto, Corvone, 11, 12, and 30 lines, we'll have to Carro. And after who give the name for the curve, that 11-second curve, Misano will have the line. Remember about the curves on the circuit.
Thanks a lot for that, Gregory. And if you would be so kind as to do a little bit of intro there for our Portuguese viewers as well.
Alright. Fala aí, galera, sejam bem-vindos à Copa Invitational, realizada pela Caribbean Simulation Racing League organization and the Brazilian official team. I haven't such a problem.
That's okay. That's okay.
Was my dog? Sorry about that. But basically, back in realizado pela Caribbean Simulation League organization and a Brazilian official team, a famosa BRAT. Aqui temos diversos pilotos de diversas categorias dentro do GT. Podemos ver diversos carros. Basicamente, isso é uma Copa para podermos provar.
Sorry, bro, I'm trying to get out of the way of the guy behind me.
Right. No problem. Probably my mother is coming. Back será uma grande e incrível competição. But back in for our English viewers, I was just introducing for the guy. But yeah.
Thanks a lot there, Gregory. Just want to remind the viewers too, we are in a chat called Discord where we have the drivers in here as well. And they're going to be on radio comm, so that's where you heard Kurt Moss just now speaking to someone else on track. Just trying to get out of the way of that person. But right now we are looking at Ramirez Fisher. He's leading the qualifying session at the moment with a 1:34.332. Looking very fast here in his Ferrari 296, Gregory.
Yeah, to be honest, Ramirez are getting a really good pace about the competitors. To be honest, Ferrari is a good choice of BOP and fast, because the engine. But I think Ramirez will have a good use of Ferrari in this championship.
Yes, most definitely. As he comes across the line there, he does go faster now with a 1 minute 34, 1:12. And oh my goodness, that's pretty fast here for Misano. We're gonna look forward to the other guys now. Let's look at, it's going to be Gabriel Yuri. He's already back in pit lane, but he's half a second down from Fisher. But oh, Jaden Harrison just goes that much faster now with a 134, 182 there, Gregory. He's 0.07 of a second away from that top spot.
As I told you, that guys are ready for the fight. But we can have a little gap between the partners, so this will be amazing race, to be honest.
Most definitely. In the practice session earlier, they had about 9 guys that were within 1 second of each other. Let's try to catch up now with some more. Yuri is back out on track here now. He just went back into the pit lane to do a bit of change here, but he's now back out as we've got just under 8 minutes of qualifying left to go. We're very much excited to get this one in here. We've got 23 guys on track right now, well, at the circuit, but we've got about 5 of them back in pit lane. And we can see Gabriel Yuri back out now. He's trying to get down this time into a competitive one. Fisher as well comes across the line there. He goes even faster. Fisher was keeping this one in the bag. He's into the 33s now, Gregory.
Holy damn, that man handled the Ferrari like man walking, basically part of the body.
So it's now 4:10 separates Jaden Harris. You can see Jaden leaving pit lane here, but he's got Nikolai Gibbons ahead of him. He's going to want to get out of the way here of Nikolai Gibbons and get on with his business, because before you know it, that time, that 6.5 minutes or so will be finished.
It's interesting talking about Ramirez. It's interesting already saw Ramirez some championships of Russell, and he have a good handling of the Ferrari. He knows how to use that car, so this helps a lot him in this adventure in that Invitational Cup.
See that? Almost went faster than anyone else there in the final sector too. Actually, he is faster than everyone else there in the final sector. He put down, he turned 23.397 there in the final sector. Very fast lap there from Ramirez Fisher. We're looking at Jaden Harrison now. We're going to try and pick up with Jaden Harrison now. See how best he can take the fight now to Fisher. He's got about just under 6 minutes to go, and he's about to get in a lap here. I'll just go on board now, so they probably won't hear us here, Gregory. I'll go on board with Jaden Harrison now, just for them to have a look at the track here.
All right.
of the hairpin. He had a car right in front of him, but while that was going on, Kurt Moss does get the chance to put that car up into second position now, and Yuri is back there in third, so it's going to be Moss now that we have to look at, that's taking the fight to Fisher.
What a race for Moss. Probably he's honoring the man with the same surname. This man is the reincarnation of Sir Sterling Moss? We don't know, but he drives fast as Sterling.
He definitely does. He's giving himself some room here now as Kurt Moss prepares himself to go on a fast one. He gets down into the penultimate turn. He gets back onto the power here now, Gregory, and he goes down the front straight away. He'll cross that line to begin the timer. Kurt Moss, ladies and gentlemen, on a fast one. Let's follow him along. And he's messed that one up, but Yuri's going faster now. Yuri's got 3/10 ahead now of his previous time. He can fight for this pole position here, Yuri. He's lost a bit of time there, Yuri, but he's gaining it back through the hairpin now. He gets back on the power. Loses about a tenth or so, but can he gain it within the final two turns here? That McLaren is singing as he goes down the front straight away now. He's gaining on Kurt Moss, and he goes back into that second position. Yuri. He's just 8.5 hundredths of a second away now from that top spot there. But Fisher is going faster now. I can see him gaining on his time here, Fisher.
Interesting the way how Fisher handles the car. It's interesting how he enters the happy yards. That guy honors the name Russell for his team.
He's coming up against Duploy here from South Africa. He's going to get a tow from Duploy actually. It does not help him. He's actually going a bit slower here. Kadeem Mohammed out there in fourth position. He's got a positive time on his board now. Sorry, a negative time on his board, meaning that he's going faster here. Kadeem Mohammed, he comes across the line. Where does that put him? He cannot get ahead of Kurt Moss, but he's going again. Machine Wallace up there in fourth position, followed by Oswin Wilson. It's a band of McLarens here now. Oswin Wilson here in the Mercedes though.
Interesting the number of McLarens in that track.
Yeah,
Zach Brown probably is installing that. Guys, we don't know.
We'll just have to wait and see. But we've already got 3 in the top 5. And Sheen Ferreira here in the Opel 296 Ferrari in 7th position. Matt Titus in another McLaren's back in pit lane. And we've got Bruno Cini in 9th position. And then we've got Hugo Marcel back in pit lane. We spoke about Mornay Duploy here. He is in his own liveried BMW M4. Kimani Eastman back in pit lane. He's got his own livery here from Jamaica as well, sitting in another McLaren. Then we've got the Trinidadian Nikolai Gibbons here out on track in the Lamborghini. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying is over. Fisher right now sitting on pole position. Yuri not improving here though on his lap. We don't have anyone improve except for Javon Parr. He's already crossed the finish line though. Marlon Young as well as Adriana Pisotto.
A thing to remember is interesting the choice of only two BMVs on the grid. It's an
I,
interesting choice.
I, I can see that there. I remember one time it was the fastest car out here.
BMV is a very complex car, to be honest. It depends on the driver to manage the resources of the BMV, right?
That is indeed true, as Fisher comes across the line for a final time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Ramirez Fisher that takes the pole position here at Misano, heading into our 1 hour race here. It's going to be fun.
This will be gone. So probably I'm Colosseum about the fighters with speed. We can see that guys eat, drink, and probably make other things with speed.
Definitely.
Stefan, are your expectations for that race? What do you think about who will have the podium dominated? Will be a mix between Brazilian and Caribbeans? Will be Brazil or just Caribbean? What are your expectations about that?
Looking at the time right now, Gregory, it seems as though we're going to have a very, very close race here. At least for the top six, I can see them well within a second of each other. But I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of races here now in my day, and 60 minutes is a lot of time, especially with a mandatory pit stop here for a tire change. It's going to come down to a lot of strategizing, and I'm not quite sure how you guys run it, but I know how my guys run it, and I think they've got it down with a good amount of practicing. So it should be very, very challenging here for you guys, Gregory.
My guys are ready to all things. We are Brazilian. We live to the extreme conditions. You already heard that Brazilians never get over the things? I think so.
All right, thanks a lot there, Gregory. Just say a few words there in Portuguese for our viewers as well as we get ready to go racing here.
That was such a good time between that guy. Also, just remember, you hit the session chat. It's funny that Gabriel Yuri put it, I am here, quite Levy.
Hello, guys.
That
Pode ser.
he's that he put it that he is light. I want to see that in race, but we are about to start. Let's see.
All right, just give me a moment. Let me speak to the drivers here now. All right.
Right.
All right, guys, great qualifying there. If Bruno can just translate for me, just remember the rules as we head into this one. And remember, it's just a friendly, so just give a lot of room where you know you might be in that dangerous position and live to fight another day. Thank you guys for coming out tonight in our first ever invitational, and I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
Não
Então é isso,
começou ainda,
pessoal.
tem que ficar na transmissão, ela vai começar daqui a pouquinho.
Lembra de deixar espaço, esse é só um amistoso, uma corrida entre
Tô
amigos.
numa conversa aqui agora.
Então, lembrem-se de deixar
É só
espaço
ficar
para
lá
correr
e
de novo.
esperar, daqui uns 10 minutos você já vai ter a resposta.
Muta o microfone aí, companheiro.
All right, we're ready to go here now. We've got the helicopter cam going here. It's going to be a rolling start. They're going to get in line, and then we'll get going. They're just going to sort themselves out now.
Idiots, yo. Green light. Go, go, go.
And that's it. The race is off here now. As they head into turn number 1, they're going to take it slowly. Yes, down the back. Is there any trouble to talk about? Nothing so far. We've got some guys just missing their braking points here. Oh no, who's that? We've got 2 guys off track, 3 guys off track now. I think it's Matthew Titus, Marlon Young, and Ronnie Cummings now. Well, looking back ahead, Yuri goes for the lead now, Gregory. Ahead of Fisher, and Kadeem Mohammed is right behind them. Kurt Moss as well is right up there, so the Caribbean guys are not letting the Brazilians get away with this one.
As I say, Brazil never get over. But we can see that part of Invitational are very, very complicated for a lot of drivers. That part is a part where you need to keep constant. It's not to be fast, you need to keep constant to keep the position. Some guys don't remember that.
Definitely. The front four is already getting away now from the rest of the field. You can see them separating. That one at the back is Oswin Wilson. He's carrying the baton here of the second accumulation of guys.
You can see that pace of Wilson is technically constant. We can see if we will win at some positions or will keep in the position. Can be a good, interesting thing to see that.
It's definitely Fisher. Just got really close to Yuri there. He's definitely pressuring the Brazilian now, his teammate. But remember, this is more like a marathon, and Kurt Moss right there behind Mohammed as well. It seems as though Jean Ferreira is going to challenge Oswin Wilson too for this position.
What an amazing start. The guys are getting wild for the positions.
Yeah, definitely want to make up the best time you can. I think Kurt Moss is desperately trying to get ahead of Mohammed as well. He doesn't want to waste any time behind them. Oh no! I think I might just have a crash here.
Guys,
Sorry about that, whoever hit. I tried to avoid you.
Amarelo, pessoal. Quem passou, devolve a posição.
Alright, seems as though we've got some technical difficulties here. We're going to just get it sorted out quickly. The guys are on a full course yellow. Just keep that full course yellow for me, please. Just keep that full course yellow for me. 50 kilometers per hour. Actually, make it 80 kilometers per hour.
Stefan, should we join the rest of the grid?
Yes, yes.
Bro.
Just be careful, guys. Keep that space between you. Keep that space between you. As we try to get the system back up and going here.
Retards, man. Sorry.
Yeah, calm down, bro.
I think Asus Corsair competition not have got with all that emotions. I think the game was too happy and got boomed.
I want to believe so too.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Pull it down.
Alright.
I said so.
Back here. And gonna get going in a bit now.
Can we go a little bit faster on this safety car lap, bro?
Yes, 80 kilometers kilometers per hour. What are you guys doing right now?
50.
No, I said 80.
80 por hora, pessoal, 80 por hora.
Let Yuri go to 80 kilometers per hour, please.
Yuri, vai para 80 por hora.
Apologies for that. The game did crash, so we're going to get racing at the end of this lap.
Vai recomeçar no final dessa volta.
What a lot of emotions in the restart. It's not even finished the first lap and we have a mix of emotions between the drivers.
I'm just going to take
Jeez.
some time here to change the graphical settings. It's too many cars in here. We're going to turn it down a bit, the graphical settings, and get this one going again. I want to apologize to the viewers, of course. This one was heating up quite well as well. And a lot of high emotions too.
A lot of emotions. The graphics are down, but the quality of the driving are high of the dice. The aggressivity high, even all the laps. Lap per lap.
Absolutely, Gregory. All right, we go racing at the end of this lap. We go racing at the end of this lap.
Yuri, corrida no final da volta.
And we can see that Yuri and Fisher handling of the McLaren and Fisher Ferrari is a very interesting.
Listen to my command. Inform Yuri.
Yuri, pode voltar a correr, Yuri.
Seems as
The
though
race
he's
will
already
begin.
off. So we're gonna go one more lap, guys. One more lap. Jump, fail start.
Mais uma volta, ninguém começa ainda.
Give me 100 kilometers per hour on that one, Yuri.
Yuri, 100 kilometers.
Were we able to pit on safety car lap? Because somebody just did it.
No.
Somebody just did it.
I don't think the window is open just yet.
A janela ainda não está aberta para pessoal.
Okay.
Wow. What a race, to be honest.
There's a lot of guys here, Gregory. A lot of guys out here tonight. And they want to show off for their country, so we can expect this. Tensions are high, emotions are high, and this is just a friendly.
Somebody needs to explain to you that it's on your command when you say go, Stefan.
Correct.
Oh man,
Yuri, quando o Stefan falar para correr, você pode dar o pé. Tem que esperar ele dar o comando.
The back of the field, catch up now.
O carro 77 tenta se aproximar.
All right, bring that car down to 50 kilometers per hour. 50 kilometers per hour, Yuri.
Yuri, 50. 50, Yuri.
We go racing at the end of this lap. Listen out for my command.
Yuri, presta atenção no Stefan.
Green light, go. And they're off racing again, Gregory. On the inside, Muhammad has a look now. Can he get it done? Muhammad on the inside, he just has to back off there. And he's gonna lose a couple more positions here. Moss gets through.
And how they sing F1 and the lights out and away we go for that mix of emotions.
Now we're having a look here. I think it's Jaden Harrison on the inside of Marcel, and he's through now. Marcel back now into 6th position. Yuri is trying to break that trail here from Kurt Moss, but Kurt Moss very much stable on the break, and Yuri having to defend now. He's trying to get away, and he is getting away at this point in time.
You can see that the guys are pressing a lot. The first position will be a very, very fighting thing. Yeah.
Most definitely. Let's take a ride on board with Kurt Moss now. He's gaining on Yuri. He's got to back off here. That's how much speed he's got through that section. Yuri off track for a moment into the hairpin, and he's right on the hip there, Kurt Moss.
What an amazing race. Jesus automobiles. Guys are in fury and fever. Interesting fact that we can see is the difference is really minimum between the first one and the second one.
Oh no, Kurt Moss just ran wide there, though, and he's lost a lot of time. Back into Muhammad he goes. And Jaden Harrison has gotten ahead of Oswin Wilson now, and they're all ganging up on Yuri. They're going for that top spot there, Gregory.
Sorry, as I said, that it will be a fighted position, and you can see that guys are really, really near. Every second they are getting, this will be a fight.
Looking back now, we've got, just Nikolai Gibbons getting touched there by Yao Lucas. And Lucas now goes ahead. Lucas goes off track now though, and it seems as though he tried to give the position back there to Gibbons, and Gibbons back now into 3rd position. Rodriguez and then Fantozzi as well. Fantozzi getting out of that one in 11th position here. Bruno Cini chasing Kimani Eastman here in 10th position. Kimani Eastman having a look on the inside of Javon Parry there.
What amazing overtakes. In some laps we probably see a Bruno's fight.
And now Parry, look at this, Parry runs off track, and now Eastman is alongside him. No, he's going to try and close the door. Eastman goes on the grass, and he's going to go way off course now. He loses 2 positions in that one.
Oh man, we can see a fight between Cini from Brat and Bruno Fantozzi from Scuderia Fantozzi. It will be amazing time.
Fantozzi on the inside now. Bruno having to leave that room for him, but he almost loses the car there. Fantozzi runs wide as he saw that car barreling into him. Fantozzi still ahead, on into the turn they go. They gotta leave that competition room, and he does here, Fantozzi, and he's gonna get the advantage now, and he stays ahead. But Bruno having a very much good exit now. Look at this one, down the straight they go. And Eastman just trying to capitalize on the slipstream. On the inside, he gets it done. Bruno Cini, can he hold on? No, he loses the rear end, and he spins that car around. Bruno says, oh no. He's going to go all the way back into 16th now, Bruno Cini. Out of that fight from 9th position. It was great to watch, but now Fantozzi can breathe again. Let's take a look back up at the field here. Still very much close in anyone's bidding, but Yuri is very much under a lot of pressure now, Gregory.
Yeah, I think the move from Fantozzi was a very risk move. And yeah, but in racing, some guys make all the things.
Yeah, I think definitely Cini was out of that turn way too slowly. But Fantozzi couldn't read it, so he just went into the back and spun the car around.
Yeah.
Now look at this. Mohammed's got company in Jaden Harrison now.
Pit window is opening.
And now the pit window has gone live, so you're gonna see a lot of guys dive into the pit lane now to try and get some fresh rubber on here. They've got 30 minutes of the pit window being open now. Jaden Harrison looking very racy behind Kadeem Mohammed, and on the inside, Kurt Moss is having a look at Yuri as well. How can we look at the rest of the field when we got fights at the top of the field? It's crazy right now.
The fight in that race has been amazing. That guy is in position as a suit.
Harrison is feeling frustrated at the back of Mohammed. Heavy on the brake. You can see that car winding down and trying to catch itself. And Mohammed having to look in his rearview mirror just to avoid being hit there. But Harrison seemingly catch it under control. Down to the penultimate turn they go, back on the front straightaway. Harrison getting very, very frustrated now behind Kadeem Mohammed.
What a fight, man. What a fight. You can see that the gap between McLarens are very close. The same machinery are making a very good aspect of that fight.
Well, what about Kurt Moss? He's Mohammed with a very wide line now. So can Harrison capitalize on that? Doesn't seem so. He's not gaining on him just yet out of that turn. But what about Kurt Moss? Kurt Moss having a look on the inside. You're saying about the McLarens, there's one Aston Martin up there and he's trying dearly to get ahead.
Get me some tea because this is a British fight.
Loving it, Gregory, loving it.
That British machinery are getting over the grid. As we can see, we have three British cars in the top 5. We have only a Mercedes, who is a German. British are nailing it.
They definitely are here. And I think what they're doing right now is just biding their time. Let's have a look back. Lucas did get past Eastman now. And we've got Mornay Duploy having a look on the inside there of Rodriguez. Or it's Rodriguez, sorry. And he's putting that M4 to work here, Mornay Duploy. Or a lone South African here in the mix. Oh, he's just running a little bit oversteery there. Kurt Moss though. Back in the fight here, Kurt Moss. Can he get it done out here? I think the McLaren just has enough legs here, Gregory, to stay ahead down the straights.
A very close fight, to be honest.
How can we look away? I mean, it's impossible now. Look at Mohammed now gaining some time against them.
I think Harrison will have such a look with Mohammed.
Look at them tucking in, trying to get that slipstream going. Mohammed as well. But Harrison losing just a little bit of pace there now with the top 3. Kurt Moss again trying to play the mind games here on Yuri, and it seems as though it's working. He's on the inside of Yuri, but Yuri will get the advantage coming back out of that turn as they go into a left-hander now. They're side by side there, Gregory. He's going to give him the competition route, but look at it. Mohammed now has a look on the inside. It's going to be Moss with a little touch there, and now Yuri is going to get spun around. Coming out of that turn, they were all over the place, and both Yuri and Moss now are seeing both of each other on the grass. Kurt Moss and Yuri does get going again, but what an incident that was. Jaden Harrison now leads this race as Mohammed couldn't keep that car straight for a moment in time, but look at it. Such a twisty-turvy times of event here. Oswin Wilson now goes up into 3rd position.
What amazing fight. This was breathtaking. Holy damn.
Tough luck there from Kurt Moss. He just banged doors with Yuri, I think it was, or Mohammed, for a brief moment, and that just sent that car off track. He's got a bit of damage there at the front of the car, and that's definitely going to affect your race here, especially in a top speed track like Misano.
Probably in some laps you need to pit.
Definitely, it would be brilliant, a good thinking to take that car into pit lane now, get some fresh tires, probably try and get some duct tape at the front end to just keep the front of the car in place, and not try to affect the aerodynamics of the car that much. Jaden Harrison though with a good lead so far. It's about 6 to 8 tenths or so, and he's enjoying that here, but he's not gonna have an opportunity to let up that well, because Mohammed isn't the type of person to let up as well. Let's take a look back. Yuri in 6th position though. He came out better than Kurt Moss here, and he's got a bit of damage at the front of his car as well.
The racer have a mix of emotions.
Yes, you called it. Kurt Moss is in pit lane here, Gregory.
Let's see if that affected Moss's strategy on track.
He would essentially be the first one into pit lane, but with a huge deficit time-wise, because he was involved. Oh no, Jaden Harrison! I just saw a yellow flag there for Jaden. I think he just crashed it. Now Kadeem Mohammed goes ahead into first position. I don't know if his computer crashed or if Jaden Harrison just rage quit there, but Mohammed now leads this race, Gregory, and followed by Oswin Wilson, and then we've got Jean Ferreira here in 3rd now.
As I told, a mix of emotions.
This is why I also tell my guys, you know, it's best to just stay on in the race. No matter where you are on track, you never know what could happen. The front of the field could get knocked out. You can be up in front, and you never know what's going to happen. So you just got to stick with it. We've got Kurt Moss leaving pit lane now, Gregory, and he's going to come out in 17th position.
An interesting thing to remember, the 20 is Ramirez Fisher, and he was dominating the race. It's interesting how the things change in motorsport. The guy who was dominating is now on the last one with a few laps in gap.
Yes, he only did 8 laps, and I want to believe when I crashed, something happened to him. Not sure what that was. I guess we'll have to discuss in the post-race brief what exactly caused that situation. But it's sad to see that he was definitely dominating here in that Ferrari, and now he's out of this one.
Yeah. You can see that Mercedes are taking place in the first positions. Probably the car having a good performance in the track.
We can see Kimani Eastman taking the fight to the South African and Mornay Ducloy now. Oh, Mornay's gonna run that wide. He's gonna give that position there to Kimani Eastman, or did he actually just give it to them? I'm not quite sure here. But we've got 3 persons that pitted early. It's Kurt Moss, Mishan Wallace, and it's Adriano Pisito. They're the 3 that went into pit lane. I think Nikolai Gibbons now is in pit lane. Yes, he is.
I think Adriano have a strategy to back to the top. Let's see if they show that they will really have a strategy or just fixing things.
Let's see, indeed. You can see Mornay Ducloy. Oh, he's got some damage at the front of the car. That's what that was there from Mornay Ducloy. He has come in contact with someone, and you can see how the top, the bonnet is just going up and down with the wind, that will affect your aerodynamics here. So just remember, it's a simulation. It simulates everything that occurs in real life while in a racing scene. So definitely that front bumper having that issue will affect it. Meanwhile, Yuri and Marcel are going head to head here as Yuri is trying to get ahead now and back up in front.
We can see that you are trying to take back for his place. What an amazing point that that happened.
He's got to determine here and determination here. Oh, he's gonna outbrake himself, and unfortunately he's gonna take out Hugo Marcel there in that process. That was definitely not intentional. We saw him having very difficult time there getting that car slowed down, and he's gonna lose a position, another position here to Fantazi. And do you remember where Fantazi was before we restarted this race? Look at where he is now. He's in 5th position.
Scuderia Fantazi, that guys are very aggressive and they have a very good braking, to be honest. I already saw Fantazi fighting in the Formula AV Latam, and that guy got 3rd in the Constructor Championship. To be honest, Scuderia Fantazi are making a good work in that track.
That's good information to know. Cots here with Kurt Moss trying to work his way up, back on the field on the inside. Ferreira, I think Cots outbrake himself there. And Ferreira just goes on by. Oh, sorry, Ferreira is actually on a lap ahead. Cots still needing to pit here.
Brazil are coming in 4th.
Moss already up into 14th position. Kadim Mohammed now with a 3.8 lead here in the race. Oswin Wilson in 2nd position. He's got about 3 seconds to Sean Ferreira as well. These guys still have to pit. And they're currently crossing over the back markers now.
Probably Warren will be passed when they pit. Probably Mohammed and Wilson will need to take a good pit strategy to keep that guys out.
Most definitely. I'm thinking going the long haul here, Gregory. So until like almost to the end of the pit window being open, then you will see them diving into pit lane, as we've got Rodriguez, Marcel, and Duploy now in pit lane.
And actually the way that Duploy are managing their DNV is a very fast car in Misano, and the way he managed to handle the car is very interesting. We need to keep that guys in DNV on our view.
Most definitely. It's all going to be for this strategy here. We've got the top 12, or sorry, the top 10 that hasn't pitted just yet. When will Kadim Mohammed take this car into pit lane? Is it going to be now? No, he's not going to take it in now. We've got Oswin Wilson with a Kurt Moss very close behind him here. Kurt Moss trying to unlap himself, but Oswin Wilson does not want to let that position go. Of course, Kurt Moss would want to get by so that he doesn't waste any more time here, as his fight is still against Yuri. Yuri right now goes into pit lane there from 4th position. And Ferreira does as well from 3rd.
Probably the tires of that guys are screaming for help.
Definitely. So
risky move.
I'm very much curious here, Gregory. Where will Kurt Moss be at the end of this pit stop for Yuri? He now gets to put that car alongside Oswin Wilson. He's going to take that turn, and he's ahead now of Oswin Wilson. We've got quite a few other guys. You've got Javon Parry and Kimani Eastman as well in pit lane. Kurt Moss now trying to get around quick enough so that he can jump Yuri. Yuri not moving just yet. I think Kurt Moss might be like 2 or 3 cars down from Yuri. Yuri still hasn't moved out of his pit box just yet. Kurt Moss just sees 2 turns now before he can get ahead of Yuri, and he will get ahead of Yuri as Yuri has a long pit lane here now to get around, but oh no! It's gonna be close here, Gregory. He's down the front straightaways. Kurt Moss, he's well up into speed. But Yuri's also gonna have cold tires. Did get to repair that car as well. We can see a brand new front end there on that McLaren. Here is Kurt Moss. He's not that far away. Marcel in between them. And Marcel very racing behind Yuri.
See that we having a fight even on the boxes. But with cool tires that guys are making a show, imagine with warm tires.
Yep, and we've got the race leader now in pit lane. Kadeem Mohammed is in pit lane. As well as Matt Titus and Bruno Cini. Kadeem Mohammed has got the fastest lap of this race so far, the 1:45.665. Oswin Wilson, Fantasi, Lucas, Titus, and Cini are in pit lane, but the top 3 there need to pit.
But guys are having an interesting pit strategy. Let's see who better this. Will have the better strategy.
Kadeem Mohammed looks like he's going to retain the lead of this race here. He gets back out in 4th position. And it's a lonely 4th position. Sean Ferreira is about 3 turns down here from Mohammed, and a little bit of a lengthy stretch here it's going to be. But Kurt Moss is not that far away from Yuri, and maybe they won't win this race, but maybe they can beat each other. Oswin Wilson now takes it into pit lane. He's pitting from 3rd position. Fantasi does not pit. He goes on for another lap here.
It's interesting the choice of Fantasi. Probably he are having a strategy of manage the tires to make that tires like hard ones. Probably a Verstappen tactic, I don't know.
Well, he's got just about 12 minutes left here before he takes that car into pit lane. He and I think it is Xiao Lucas are the only 2 left to pit here.
We can see some comments. Yes.
Well, we've got a lot of comments indeed.
Yeah. Guys are saying about Fantasi. As I told you, that guy are very aggressive, very aggressive. Let's see if the guys from Brazil will win. Who knows?
Well, he's got quite a bit of a gap here to Lucas, but Lucas still has to pit as well, and Lucas has got about 28 seconds to Kadeem Mohammed. I dare say that the pit stop is way more than that, maybe around 30 to 40 seconds. So if he's going to try to lengthen this lead here, Fantazzi, he's got a lot of work to do. Well, not that much actually. He's got about a good amount of time here, at least 50 seconds in hand. So he can actually, oh no! And now Ferreira, I can see having a drive-through penalty here.
Oh no!
Sean Ferreira in 5th position, he's got a drive-through penalty. I dare say he's probably speeding in pit lane. On pit entry. So he's got to take this here within, I think it's about 3 laps. Looking at Fantasi though, can he pit? Will he pit now?
You don't know. Probably he are managing the tires like never one did that. But let's see if Fantasi will pit or not.
Just remember, if he doesn't get the lead of the race, which I don't think he will, his fight here is with Oswin Wilson.
Let's see. A mix of emotions, just in Caribbean Invitational, Brazil versus the Caribbean.
Oh, Lucas! I think Lucas is out of this one. Oh, yes, he is. Just crashed there, and he's now out of this one. So second place there, João Lucas is out.
Oh no, man. That guys are going too aggressive. Aggressive with the drivers, with the car, and with their own. Oh no.
So he now goes into pit lane here. And he's got about 38 seconds to Kadeem Mohammed. I do believe Kadeem Mohammed will retain the lead of this race, but then it's Oswin Wilson that he's going to be in a fight for. Can he jump Oswin Wilson here in the pit lane? Let's take a look at where Oswin is. He's down the back straightaway. He's coming around. He's got Nikolai Gibbons ahead of him. Nikolai should be a back marker here, and he should be thinking about getting out of the way here of Oswin Wilson. Kimani Eastman and Javon Parry are having a fight. Oswin Wilson will go ahead of Fantazi there, and Fantazi cannot get that car going just yet. So he will retain that. Oh, Fantazi does get going now. Oswin Wilson now goes into the series of turns 1, 2, and 3. Fantazi is not going to be able to be that close to Oswin Wilson. It seems as though he's lost time now, Gregory, to Oswin Wilson, having going that long.
This is a risk opportunity. If he will win and take that guys out of his back, or he will just get the tires rubbed just like soft rubber. I don't know. We will see in the next time.
We will definitely have to wait and see.
The guys are making amazing work.
Definitely Kadeem Mohammed with a comfortable lead in this one here though. He's got 10.2 seconds to Oswin Wilson after the pit stops. And that McLaren is flying.
I can agree with you. McLaren that race are flying like a jet.
Definitely looks like 1-2. I want to take you to this fight here now between Kimani Eastman and Javon Parry. Some pretty good defending here from Parry. He lets him in on the inside, but he's got a way better exit here against Kimani Eastman. Kimani in the McLaren now against the Porsche. As they go down the back straightaway, the McLaren is that much closer to him. And now Jean Ferreira is now in pit lane. And he's going to take that drive-through penalty. And let's see where he will come out here, Jean Ferreira. He's actually going to come out here ahead of Javon Parry and Kimani Eastman, just actually.
What a strategy, to be honest. Avoiding fights to keep some positions in good. Let's see if he will manage this.
Well, look at this, Fantazi in third position, but he's 7.1 seconds away, I believe. Oh, sorry, he's about 27 seconds away from the lead of this race.
We can see that Javon Parry's choice of Porsche was very good choice, yeah.
I apologize, I mean 17 seconds away from the lead of this race. Money
Stefan,
is...
who you...
Go ahead.
Hey, who you think will win that race? You have any prediction?
I don't... It seems as though right now Kadeem Mohammed can take this away. We've got just under 5 minutes left here for the pit window to be open. Everyone has taken their pit stop. And we started off with 20 plus cars. We're down to 16 now, Gregory. It seems as though the pressure was just a bit too much for some of the guys here.
The fight is always high, but the pressure is a result of that. But that guys are having a really, really high pressure. It's amazing, dude.
Eastman and Parry here having a time of their life fighting on track. This is the closest fight we've actually got for you guys at the moment. Just look at the recovery drive though between Yuri and Kurt Moss.
That guys made it amazing recovering race, to be honest. If you can avoid,
Yuri is actually 1.5 seconds away from Fantasy here. Yuri is going for the final podium spot here, Gregory, and it seems as though he's got the pace to get it.
What amazing fight between Brazilians. If you call the name a driver for driver of the day, who you name it?
At the moment, it seems as though Fantasy is going to win that one because of his recovery drive here. He's going to get back on the podium after leading this race and defending quite nicely from Kurt Moss.
Fantasy made it an amazing race, I could agree with you. Also, I already see that guy in many things and can say with truth, Fantasy is a great driver.
We're going to see in a moment's time how he's going to handle the pressure from Yuri. Yuri is gaining on him. You can see him there in the shot. Fantasy in another McLaren here. Sorry, it's Aston Martin actually. He's in.
Yuri is still fighting for the gap between fighting with Fantasy. Let's see if he'll get the gap.
Yes, and he seems as though Fantasy is a little bit rattled now that he's seen that McLaren even closer in his rearview mirror. Yuri now under a second to him. Let's take a ride on board with Yuri.
Even though we are closing, guys, keep tension on that. Keep tension. Adriano didn't stay on the shot. Game volume is high and the narrator volume is low.
Look at how close he is now. Half a second away from that podium spot. Back in the background you can see Kurt Moss, how far away he is. Doesn't seem as though he can get this done in 15 minutes time. But Fantasy has got a fight on his hands now in the name of Gabriel Yuri. Less than half a second remains for the pit window to remain open. It's going to be closed here, and then we have the final 15 minutes of racing. Gregory, what are your thoughts so far on this race?
It was an amazing race with a lot of emotions. And to be honest, the driver from Scuderia Fantasy and the driver from Gorillas Yuri are having a very interesting recovering race. We can say they are two amazing recovery races.
Most definitely, both of them with incidents starting off here. Fantasy though, doesn't seem as though he's going to be able to hold on to this podium position. He slips into the slipstream there. Gabriel Yuri gets back down into the braking zone. Look at how close he gets the McLaren to the Aston Martin as they accelerate out of the turn. It's the Aston Martin right now with a little bit of advantage, but what did Yuri give up? He gave up that time so that he can have a pretty much great exit here. Now he's got traffic ahead of him there in a back marker car that's going very slowly around. Who is that? I'm not even sure. But now he's lost a bunch of time there. Fantasy to Yuri, and Yuri tucking in, getting that slipstream once more. On the brake and they go. He's got a side step there from getting into the back of Fantasy, and he's lost all that time.
What amazing overtake, man. Wow.
Well, it's not an overtake just yet. He just had to avoid a collision. But while they're fighting, you have to look. Kurt Moss is probably going to take advantage of getting up here.
That guys are eating velocity as a Syria.
Look at now, Kurt Moss is just inching closer and closer into the frame of your screen. And it seems as though this is going to be a fight for third position within the final 13 minutes of this race. Eastman and Javon Parry still having a big fight here for that 8th position. But look now, Yuri gets up even closer to Fantasy as Fantasy runs that really wide there up a turn. Let's ride on board with Yuri once more. Oh no! Fantasy locks up! He locks up and they go side by side into that section there. Now Yuri gets ahead. Can he hold it? Fantasy just behind him now.
Guys are getting a great battle for the race.
That was a huge mistake there though from Fantasy. He just gifted that position now to Yuri, and I don't believe he can catch back in that McLaren.
It was a great fight, to be honest. Fantasy made it amazing work with that machinery.
Yes, he did indeed. Maybe now he can chase though Gabriel Yuri, as it's very much difficult when you're being chased to hold on to a racing line as compared to actually following a car.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh no, and Rodriguez just manages to just hamper that line there from Fantazi, and now it's 0.7 seconds that separates him, but we've also got another back marker ahead here of Yuri. It's 9 minutes. What are you thinking there, Gregory? 9 minutes left to go, just under actually.
Wow. To be honest, what I think that this position can also be taken. I think it's not over for Fantasy.
We're just gonna have to wait and see. 9 minutes is a long time. Kurt Moss does get by that back marker car of Rodriguez. And we've got another back marker here ahead of them. In the name of Besito. What a race this has definitely turned out to be. Kurt Moss definitely. Oh no, we've got a big crash here with Marcel and Ferreira. They do get going again though. Parry and Eastman are still having it out here for this 8th position. I think these guys are just gonna stick along with each other and just have some fun of their own. Kurt Moss now closing in on Fantasi.
What an amazing race from Moss. Moss are having
It's turning out to be a beautiful race here. A recovery drive as well from Moss, but what do you rate Fantazi, Moss, and Yuri in terms of recovery drives?
Yeah, but guys know how to wait the time and get back already.
Well, I tell you what, it was shaping up to be a great fight there for the first position between Kurt Moss and Gabriel Yuri. Unfortunately, it didn't go as planned there. Kadeem Mohammed as well sticking his nose into that business and causing, I wouldn't say he caused the collision, but Kurt Moss went for the turn in and just touched doors there with Kadeem Mohammed. Of course, given the dynamics of these cars, it just sent Kurt Moss off track right here at this turn. And now you can see him gaining even more here to Fantazi. Gabriel Yuri with the fastest lap now. It's a 1:34.525. So he's flying there, Yuri. But I don't think it's going to be enough because he's got 16 seconds that separates himself from Oswin Wilson here in that second spot. With just under 7 minutes to go.
Wow. No words for that, guys. No words. Just wow.
Moss is now. Gregory is gaining on Fantazi. And I like to say when we just have about 5 minutes remaining that it's crunch time. And with 5 minutes and 39 seconds left, it is definitely close to crunch time here.
I don't know what to say. One thing I don't know to say, but 5 minutes will be pure emotion in terms of racing. 5 on 5. But that guy spoke Korean made it what a race, to be honest. Was an incredible one.
Yes, I have to say I'm proud myself here with the way these guys performed. It was very, very enlightening here to see them against some of the fastest here in Brazil. Coming out of your camp.
No, I have fear of you guys go for some championships in Brazil. Please, no. Just kidding. I know that guys are making amazing work. Just of them are pressure or.
Look at it now. He's challenging for that 4th position here. Kurt Moss and Fantazi keeping that line as wide as possible and difficult for Kurt Moss to accomplish. Moss precise doing that hairpin, not want to get on that curb, so he can have a very much stable exit. It's 2 Aston Martins going head to head here. Gregory.
Hey, to be honest, Moss are getting very pressured Fantazi. It's very interesting that characteristics of that driver. I analyzed it and he put a lot of pressure on the drivers. It is very good for the drivers make errors.
That is indeed true. Moss turning up the pressure here. Did he touch him there? I don't think so.
Someone take out the pressurizer of Moss because man, he put a lot of pressure.
Yeah, he definitely is. And we can see even more guys drop out of this race. We're down now to 12 cars, no, 14 cars, but we got 2 of them in pit lane. I don't think Cummins will be back out here. He's only done 8 laps. Out of 32 laps so far here, Kadeem Mohammed having a comfortable lead with. 3 minutes left to go here, Gregory, and it seems as though these Aston Martins are evenly matched here, even though Moss was able to bring that car up against Fantazi. He's now got to try and pass Fantazi, and they almost collide there at the hairpin.
Holy damn! That guys are having a huge tea party on the track.
With just a few laps remaining, they definitely are.
Let's see who will win that position.
Oh, he's on the inside. He's having a look on the inside. Fantazi shuts the door. He's just great here on the exit though. Fantazi, you can see him grabbing all that curb needed.
Holy damn! That guy who know how to pressure here at her competency. You know how to pressure.
Let's take a ride on board with Kurt Moss. That's the final lap of the race being called out here. Your leader, Kadeem Mohammed, out of Barbados, is leading them around the final lap here at Misano. Meanwhile, Jamaican Kurt Moss is trying his best to get ahead of the Brazilian Fantazi here, Bruno Fantazi.
Mohammed are making an amazing work. The men from Barbados are making a divine work, to be honest.
Yep, Mohammed just went away with that one. I think Fantazi, feeling the pressure, is braking a lot more sooner than he should be.
This could be a very, very risk error for Bruno Fantazi.
While this fight is going on, we have to look and see where Kadeem Mohammed is, as he is the winner of this race. He's coming around the hairpin now. Meanwhile, Kurt Moss runs that wide, and he's gonna lose some more time here to Fantasi. But Kadeem Mohammed, ladies and gentlemen, will come across the line here as your race winner in the first ever CSRO Invitationals. Take a look back at Kurt Moss. Can he get this move done? Oswin Wilson will come in second place. Gabriel Yuri will take third. And can Kurt Moss take this fourth position away from Fantasi?
What amazing fight. What amazing fight.
It's almost over here for Kurt Moss. He's having a look at the inside. Fantasi shuts the door. But can he get... Oh no! I thought he was going to get alongside him there for a moment. But what a great fight there to the line with Fantasi and Kurt Moss. Bringing up third and fifth position there.
Yeah. As a third, a mix of emotions.
Hugo Marcel will come in sixth position. Mornay Duploy out of South Africa will come in seventh. Then we have Bruno Cini will come in eighth position. Now we're getting a look at Bruno's livery here. Quite nice livery here from Bruno.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Also, Bruno is kinda an interesting thing here in Brazil because in some leagues we have 4 Brunos, including Fantasi and Cini. Probably Bruno is a certificate of good driving techniques. If you're born Bruno, you are a good driver.
I guess
so. Remember, if you have any Brazilian girlfriend, say put the name Bruno in her son. Probably can be a next world champion. Either.
Maybe.
Are your sons nephew was Bruno?
Follow Kadeem Mohammed to the start finish line, please. Thank you. Okay, so alright, just give me a moment, guys. Alright, what a good race that was. I mean, we've got a lot of incidents to talk about, but I mean, it was an invitational, it was a friendly, there was a lot of heated moments here in this one. But I want to say it was quite fun to watch you guys go head to head here. We've had some amazing fights here around Misano, and at the end of it, Kadeem Mohammed from Barbados came out on top. Oswin Wilson there from Guyana in second position, and then Gabriel Yuri from Brazil in third position. Then we had none other than a
Green light. Go, go, go.
Bruno Fantasi there. Great race by him as well to bring up the end there with Kurt Moss coming in the back of Bruno Fantasi. I'll talk first with excuse me. I'll talk first with third place finisher. Let's see, where am I? Gabriel Yuri, so I can get my translator. Ask Bruno Cini. Is he still here? Bruno Cini?
Yep, I'm here.
Alright, we've had quite a bit of incidents here. I'd like to ask Gabriel Yuri what exactly happened there coming out of the penultimate turn with himself. Kadeem Mohammed was also involved in that one. We didn't quite catch it properly. And then, of course, Kurt Moss as well involved in that one. Great recovery drive, though, from him. I'll take it over to you there.
Ok, Gabriel, eles estão perguntando o que aconteceu na penúltima curva que você teve um incidente com o Kadim Mohamed e como você conseguiu recuperar o ritmo de corrida.
Então, eu acho que eu tomei uma fechada ali, mas o carro perdeu a traseira e tava mais um vindo atrás, daí eu tomei um totalzinho na traseira e acabei rodando. O carro não teve muito dano, então eu estendi um pouquinho a minha parada, permaneci na pista. E quando eu troquei pneu e reparei o carro, eu vim dando o máximo que dava para correr.
So Gabriel had a little moment in which he might have touched Kadi and got a little touch on the back, which sent him on an oversteer. But then he was able to continue. The damage was minimal to the car, and when he changed his tires and repaired the car, he just gave all the power, all the pace he had to achieve the third place.
It seems as though definitely he came out on top. I was actually looking for Kurt Moss. He did pull the shortest straw there of that fight, though. But I mean, so it goes. Oswin Wilson. First of all, before we move on there, do you think if we had an hour more, Yuri? I'm gonna ask Yuri this. If he had about half an hour more, if you think he could have gotten the lead of this race?
Yuri, se você tivesse mais uma horinha de corrida, dava para ter buscado a liderança? Dava para ter buscado a vitória?
Cara, eu acho que não. O Mohamed tava com um pace parecido com o meu, então talvez um P2 só.
To Yuri, Mohammed had a similar pace, so even though he was quite fast, he thought that since the both paces were similar, he would still have achieved P2, but only P2.
All right, thanks a lot for that, Yuri. Thanks a lot for that, Bruno. And now we take it on over to Oswin Wilson. Oswin, uh, great race here, and you're once again the pinnacle of, hey man, I'm gonna stick with it, and towards the end, we're gonna see what happens. But that's not to take away from the pace you had here tonight.
Yeah, it was a very simple race to me. I know I didn't have the pace to keep up with the top four qualifiers, but I just kept a steady race. Unfortunately, I had three cut track warning on the first lap, so I was basically taking my time for the rest of the race, trying not to get a drive through.
Oh, I see. All right. Well done to you, man, in this first invitational event. We hope to see you in the next one. Kadeem Mohammed, who would have known, man? We've seen some pretty fast guys out here today, and unfortunately, I actually don't know what happened to our first with our first runner up there in qualifying there when my game crashed. I don't know where he went, but definitely capitalizing there on that incident and managing not only to gain first position but open up a whopping gap here against the rest of the field. Congratulations to you.
Yeah, thanks.
Definitely.
I I had reasonable pace. I wouldn't say it was the fastest, that's for sure. But Kurt Moss is pretty quick, and the other Yuri guy, they were both quick. But I was trying to keep out of the battles. So like the first half hour, I wasn't trying to gain any, so just letting him go on and do the thing. And then it still ended up the battle still come back to me, and then that's when the incident happened. But from I just watched back the replay, and it looked like Kurt sort of turning and Yuri got understeer ceiling, so that's that weird collision, and then it hit Yuri onto the inside where I was, and then that just everything just went mad from there.
Yeah, well, that's definitely the incident that we thought we saw, is that you got up in there and just door banged Kurt Moss, and unfortunately that pushed Kurt Moss wide. But definitely a great event here tonight, guys. I want to say thanks a lot for coming out. I'm gonna ask Bruno just to help me out here in closing off the
Yeah,
stream. we've got quite a few Brazilians watching us as well, so I want you to help me close off the stream here. I'll first end it off, and then you'll repeat after me. First of all,
Okay.
this was the first Caribbean Invitational. It was actually a call out here by Bro T, and we're happy to have hosted this event. It could have gone either way, but we chose to do it when we were offered. But make no mistake, it's the Brazilians who came to us and challenged us, and we were happy to accept that challenge and race with you guys. And to be honest, I'm very happy to see what transpired here tonight, and I really hope that we can do it again, if not for the entire year next year, going against each other at least one more time at the end of the year, to celebrate it. Go ahead there, Bruno.
Então, primeiro, esse foi o primeiro Invitational, o primeiro convite que a gente recebeu, o primeiro evento de convites que a Liga Caribenha promoveu. E um agradecimento especial à Brasil Official Team, a Brot, por ter proposto esse evento, por ter desafiado a Liga Caribenha para essa corrida, ter aceitado o desafio e que esse tenha sido o primeiro de muitos eventos que a gente realize juntos. Se não pudesse ser o ano inteiro, o que seria muito bom, pelo menos um evento todo final de ano, uma corrida especial para o pessoal assistir. Então foi uma corrida muito boa, um agradecimento a todos que estão assistindo. Back to you, Stefan.
All right, thanks a lot there, Bruno. All right, just one more to go. We're gonna have to we're gonna close it off with this one. So I usually like to send my fair wishes to everyone watching us. So here we go, Bruno. It's Christmas season. I know I've been to Brazil a lot of times. Since 2016, I've been traveling to Brazil. So I know you guys are big. Yeah, I know you guys are big on Christmas. I usually go to Bovista. Furthest I've went is Manaus. So I know you guys are really huge on Christmas. So I want to say Merry Christmas to you all there in Brazil. Thank you very much for this invitation. We look forward to the future between you guys. Just a second there, Gregory. We'll bring you in there as we close off the stream as well. I just want to get the drivers. I know some of them might have to go places. So just want to say Merry Christmas to you all. Happy New Year. And thank you guys for coming out and watch us. We will close off the stream, Gregory and I. So some of the guys can still stay around there who's watching. Go ahead there, Bruno.
Não, um Feliz Natal está sendo desejado para todos. O Stefan já passou alguns natais aqui desde 2016 no Brasil, em Boa Vista, em Manaus. E um Feliz Natal para todos os brasileiros que estão assistindo a gente aqui na stream, pessoal. E quem vai terminar é o Gregory e o Stefan agora. Então, um Feliz Natal para todos que estão assistindo, pessoal. Stefan, Gregory, back to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot there, Bruno. All right, Gregory, we're gonna go close off the stream now. So how we usually do this is I just mute my mic and my headphones there in the Discord. Bye, guys in chat. You can stick around there, guys. We can talk about the future here between us if you would like, as I don't take that long to close it off. All right. All right, Gregory, this has been a beautiful invitational. I want to say, man, thanks a lot to you guys for coming out. Thanks a lot for the invitation. It's been fun here with you tonight. I'm pretty sure you've got a few words to say. Go ahead.
First of all, I want to thank you, Marcelo, and all the guys who stayed here and got part of the day to race and make that amazing Invitational Cup. I also want to say thanks for all of our viewers from Brazil, from Caribbean, of the most part of the Caribbean country, Caribbeans, of course. And also I want to say a Merry Christmas for all the persons who are here watching us and for all the drivers. Also, a very, very Merry Christmas for you, Stefan, and big success on your league. And I want to see that league big and amazing as are now.
Right.
Also, I want to apologize for some errors that I do and interruptions. Was my first time, was intense emotions, a truly roller coaster of emotions, but I want to thank all the persons who made that possible.
I'll tell you what, Gregory, these things happen, and I definitely see with you. I've had my day of dogs barking in the background as well, so it's nothing to be ashamed about. It always happens, especially when you're now trying to start up a league or you're now involved in a league. It usually happens. I want to say thank you very much for all your well wishes, man. Uh, Definitely. I did not forget Marcelo. I'm actually waiting for this moment to thank Marcelo as well. Marcelo is actually the one from Bro T that reached out to us. He helped to organize this entire thing with the Brazilian side of the competitors, and definitely we're gonna have talks here, myself, Marcelo, and the rest of the team to have this continue on. I can see a lot of guys on YouTube commenting saying that they should probably go on because it was quite fun to see these guys go head to head, and you never know what could have happened with some of these guys that are very very fast here, and we saw them having issues with incidents on track. So definitely we've got to do these quite a number of times before we actually feel satisfied with the way things go. Right, Gregory? I want to say thanks a lot for joining me tonight. You were superb on the mic as well. So I know it's your first time, so I just want to put that out there to you. Thanks a lot, man, for joining me with this one. All right, and we're going to close it off now with some music to your ear.
Of course you love me now, but give it time. Who knows? You might not be in my life. We never see it coming when we try. Love is blind. You can break the pattern. Learn from your mistakes. Focus on what matters. Do whatever it takes. You could look for answers. You could even change. But if something isn't meant to be, then we must learn to set it free. And I'm not negative, just realistic. I'm not a pessimist, I'm indifferent. Wounded. We never see it coming when we try. Love is blind. You can break the pattern. Learn from your mistakes. Focus on what matters. Do whatever it takes. You can look for answers. You could even change. But if something isn't meant to be, then we must learn to set it free. Hellos, they're a lot like goodbyes. Of course you love me now, but give it time.